Of two top 15 freshmen in college basketball this season. It's Texas, the home team, chose to follow third-place game, title game tomorrow. Should be a great 2 days at Barclays Center. And it begins with a basket. The guards Freeman and Eddie Lampkin, Colorado TCU transfer, is a great passer indeed. He sets up a good look.
22% from the three. Last year he shot 42%. Gonna have to start making some threes to keep that defense honest. Let me tell you, legs away offensively for what he needs to do for the Orangemen.
Well, 6'4" Starling just got burned by the 6'6" Johnson there. A corner three. Field goal. Carlos deflects it. Freeman couldn't get to it. It's Jordan Pope down to Weaver. Hey! Cedric and a Texas stop. The first of early baskets.
Got away with the pull in the hand, but you got to play through it and be strong with the ball for Chris Bell.
Really strong drive. Kaluma just overpowered the freshman. Free. After 40 years of almost nothing but zone, here's Pope. Deep threes off the back of the rim. And the rebound knocked to Carked away. Carlos has the takeaway. 3-on-3 for Syracuse. Starling a deep one. Starling, no. If you're on the floor, very slow start to the season. 329th in the country. 0 for 5 today. And Lampkin draws a foul against Kate. There's Jair Davis, Delaware transfer, on the floor for the first time. Starling rattles it in. They can finally sit down. J.J. Starling.
Every bit of that 38 points to win that game.
Trying to drive it on the cloud. A great rim protector. Helped to alter that shot from Zarek Onyema. And it's personnel after an up-and-down full year one for Rodney Terry.
There you go.
Fakes a three. First two-point try of the game, and Onyema was there to go straight up. And Kaluma very much fit that for Texas.
Yeah, well, that play was created by Julian Larry, really penetrating the gap of the zone and getting in there. And Kaluma sitting behind it. Take a couple of dribbles in. Shoot a mid-range jumper. Try to get to the rim. Mix it up.
Bell is fouled by Kaluma. He'll shoot two. Missed their first four with an ankle injury mark. Rodney Terry told me no minutes restriction today. He'll be out there as long as he's McLeod leading in. Taken away. Offensive rebound for Weaver. And a whistle on the way down. In Holland that had committed, end up going pro instead. Likes the team he has now. He'll have a first rounder at least in Johnson. Bell trying to spin around Shedrick. Jair Davis into traffic. McLeod swats it to himself. McLeod goes up strong and scores it.
Kaluma in the middle.
He's flashing. He's got it. He rises and he gets fouled. McLeod can't believe it.
Utilizing that 7'8" wingspan from the middle of that zone, it makes it difficult.
Eddie Lampkin with 4% from the field to start the year and hits both free throws. Double guy every game.
Yeah, well, if he wants to get to the NBA, you're going to get to the NBA by really dominating your role, which is getting double-digit rebounds.
Nice tip in there. Larry, Texas had a little bit of trouble penetrating the zone. They'll find Kaluma again, though. There's a great feed, and Onyema destroys the rim. Slowly for an Orange team that likes to play fast.
Settle. You don't need to settle.
You settle, you get that.
Well, your team's shooting 20 back the rim.
Larry from Kaluma. Out for Mark. Good look three. Got it. 2 threes off the bench, and Trevon Mark sees it. Moore, the freshman who can really shoot it, into Lampkin, trying to bully his way in. Got to the left hand, rebound.
The gaps, and defensively is just an absolute dog.
His first miss, high pointed by the freshman Moore. Young man who can stay within himself and develop at his own rate, which Syracuse thinks he's going to do well. Here's a travel by Johnson. Good swarming defenseman Jamie Vincent. Johnson comes to double, gets a hand on it. Lampkin's in trouble. The outlet is Davis, who will score it. Johnson to the rim. Two-handed away by Lampkin and a whistle. Adrian Autry smacks this. And you see 20,000 people every game. It takes time to adjust to that. Lampkin.
I love it.
Davis again. He has been. Pope, he might have shuffled two. And then Pope sticks it for two. Hey, here's Jordan Pope, the Oregon State transfer. Larry steps through and scores.
The game, but with Malawach and company, I mean, two guys with DMPs who are top 25 recruits. John Shire has a plethora when you start, and having to bring in a ton of transfers and reset your culture. He's done an exquisite job this far.
There's the first basket.
Run your man-to-man offense against the zone. You just got to screen the high side of the zone.
Larry found himself with a little bit more daylight. Finishes over Lampkin. Two off the bench for Julian Larry. Lampkin is stuck by Onyema. The big man, coast to coast, lands it in. Freshman at 23.5 per game so far. Into Kaluma. Boy, that's pretty.
You need to give the ball to Lampkin down low. He's calling for it. He has the size.
Freeman steps into it and scores.
But when he grows into that body, that's going to be a problem.
Mark. Kaluma. Touch for Larry inside, around Lampkin. No go. Transfer from UTEP, who's given them some great performances early. The spin from Johnson into Lampkin and finishes strong. Court line by Freeman, who recovers. And then Pope strokes the jumper. Largest lead for Texas at 16.
Their sense of who they are on the court. And you hear a lot of pros talk about doing this. Get yourself into.
2 for 2 for Bell.
Taking away a little bit of his legs on the offensive end.
Johnson's got it right now. One-on-one against Starling. Pro move.
Big move. I'm sure Carmelo's watching saying, damn, that reminds me of me.
Bell with a chance for 3.
No way.
And he's had both. Kaluma leans in high off the window. He's into double figures. And then Mark thought he knocked it in the American last year. Johnson.
Oh my
Starling.
goodness. That was a tough shot.
That has been owned by the Longhorns. Starling. Freeman catch and shoot. Hey, rattles it home for 3.
Defensively, plugging the gaps, raking down from the weak side. Just doing the little things you need to do to be a great defensive team.
Anybody else on the floor?
I mean, it just looks Shedrick just fighting to stay on top of it.
Carlos. Nice take by Jaquan.
Top side, push them out towards the other side of the court. Better removed by the big.
Weaver. A three-pointer sit up by
Three over the head.
There's Bell, who answers on the other side. Mello.
Oh.
Kaluma.
Oh.
Kaluma! Oh, it was all beautiful, but the finish, he fights for his miss.
Execute when it matters the most down the stretch because of experience. And that is now what Kentucky basketball is.
Donnie Freeman muscling his way to the bucket off the bench. Kaluma, space to operate, steps inside, and scores it. Fadeaway, no.
Shot selection will continue to be a thing for him. Super talented, but
that one flat, grabbed by Lampkin.
Somebody cut.
Nobody's cut. Lampkin trying to do it himself. First time this half, at 6 in the first half. Mark, tough shot maker. Not there. It's a shot clock violation. Texas 11-9 in the ACC, tied 5th. Their best ACC finish in a decade. Program has most wins. Lampkin. All right.
Did he call it? No, he didn't call it. It's a humbling experience, man.
Three-point play for Lampkin. It's certainly a pro-Syracuse crowd. Kaluma's. He's been the playmaker all day.
Good job by Chris Bell. Chris Bell was there. He tagged out.
Body of Shedrick. Lampkin, double team inside. And the finish for Davis.
Are you not entertained, Mr. Lampkin?
Rebound. Grab by J.J. Starling. Starling pushing tempo. Bell, that's his spot. That's his shot. Lampkin again. Hard hitch on the screen and roll. Lampkin's on Larry again. Now Lampkin goes to get Shedrick. Way too long. Eddie Lampkin
into the block.
Carlos trying to fight around that screen. Kaluma. Another shot fake. Kaluma. Oh, did he make it? No.
People aren't setting screens. Good play.
Shedrick has it again. A burst by Taylor. Johnson's floater. Tipped by Weaver. Weaver. And he rolls it home.
He's super athletic, man.
Still down just 4 because of the defense. Taylor into Lampkin. That's where they need to get it. But Shedrick with the rejection. The half. Davis for Freeman at 15:58. Carlos for Taylor at 9:55. Starling's played the whole half, and he rolls it in. Starling! And this game is tied for the first time since we beat Weaver keeps it alive for Kaluma. Shot fakes galore and a foul. Boy, Kendall Weaver just makes the right play. Lampkin playing volleyball. Whole half, none since 9:55, and his team down 16 at one point is now back on top as Weaver out of control finds Johnson. Missed 10 in a row, and he missed that one. Weaver, who else on the... Been the starting five for a long time now for Texas. Pope all alone. Why not?
You know,
his third sub of the half. Carlos in for Bell. Davis goes 2 for 2. 73% career. He can hit those. Johnson hits them both. Leads back to 3, and Texas here. Starling charging into Weaver. Starling with another big basket. That's what he did all.
pressure.
He does. Mark has come on for Texas with a 2-point. Poised.
He doesn't look phased at all.
Hangs on for dear life. What an opening act here in Brooklyn. A 16.